I've been mentioning it left and right in videos because of the damn sniffly nose from hell that won't stop, but pretty much my allergies have been out of control to the max lately, like way worse than usual. I mean, they're always crazy and they're always out of control, but even more so than usual. So I've been trying to figure out what can I possibly do for them until I can see an allergist. So, I mean, I've tried every antihistamine under the sun and they've pretty much all quit working. I've tried the nasal sprays, the glucosteroids or corticoids, whatever they are, Flonase, Nasonex, the whole works. I've tried them. I mean, they worked for a little bit, although not so much with the actual congestion and sneezing as with the other residual allergy issues like the scratchy eyes and stuff. Kind of helped with that, but that was about it. Plus caused all sorts of weird side effects I didn't have before, so kind of made a point of putting those on the back burner as like a, if all else fails and the inside of my nose just will not stop itching, there's that to fall back on, and that's about the only time I use them now. There was the Neti pot, which none of the times I tried it before went very well, because it seemed like I ended up worse off than I was going into it. And something dawned on me the other day. The ones I bought before were the plastic variety as opposed to the porcelain variety. Now, I have some sensitivities to certain forms of plastics, and realizing that I'm essentially putting a piece of plastic in my nose to get the water in there for the neti pot might not be the greatest idea when I'm trying to deal with allergies, so, yeah, that could have been half the problem of why they got so much more severe every time I try to use those, even though it kind of went against all logic of why I got worse after using it instead of better. So I figured, well, you know, I'm willing to give it another shot with the porcelain kind and see if maybe I have any better luck. I don't know. I mean, worst case scenario, same exact thing happens and I'm out $20. Best case scenario, maybe it actually works and helps. Most realistic scenario, maybe doesn't really help, doesn't really hurt, just kind of middle of the road, pain in the butt. I don't know. Regardless, I ended up buying one. It's green, it's kind of cute. If you're unfamiliar with what a neti pot is, basically you put water in one of these little packets that essentially just turns it into salt water. It's pre-mixed, so you don't have to worry about levels and stuff. And you pour it in one nostril, like over a sink or in the shower, and tilt your head to one side, and it goes up your sinuses this side and down and out the other. It sounds disgusting. It actually isn't that gross, surprisingly. Like, I figured for how fucked my sinuses have always been, that it'd probably be nothing but, like, green crap coming out, and, like, dried up blood from all my nosebleeds, and all sorts of nasty crap. No, it's literally just water that comes out the other side. No icky stuff with it. It's just water. It's not that gross. The one weird thing is just the feeling of water going up your nose, because every instinct tells you to not put water in your nose. Like, you learn to swim, you learn to keep water out of your nose. It actually feels basically exactly like that feeling of when you go swimming and you accidentally get some water up your nose. That's what it feels like when you're using it. But you get used to it really quickly. It's not that unpleasant because of the salt water mixture that they put in it. It's not that bad. It's just more weird than anything. It's not really unpleasant. It doesn't hurt or anything, and this is speaking as somebody who's got really jacked up sinuses and everything hurts them, and this doesn't hurt them. So it's more of just an odd feeling of just, every instinct is telling me I'm not supposed to be putting this here, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, that. And basically the concept is that by flushing out your sinuses, you're getting all the allergens out, all the irritants out, any crap that's built up in there, it helps flush it out. And then you do it in the other side and flush that side out, and it is actually pretty simple, and it's been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine, so I mean, it's not like a new trendy thing, it just has only in like maybe the past 10, 15 years or so really been brought to Western medicine. And for some people, it works better than antihistamines. That's why I'm like, you know, if I can get this to work right for me and actually help, this might be like my one saving grace, because none of the antihistamines work for me anymore. And there's no side effects given that there's no medication in it. It's literally just salt water. All you're doing is rinsing it out. I mean, the only potential side effect is that you dry out your sinuses from doing it too much, but I mean, frankly, I'd be fine with that as opposed to snotty all the time, so whatever. Basically, it's like provides relief from nasal allergies, dryness, and hay fever, sinus pressure and nasal stuffiness, post-nasal drip and nasal congestion, nasal symptoms from flu and cold, nasal irritation from occupational and house dust, fumes, animal dander, grass pollen, and smoke. And somewhere on here it even mentions that it helps with irritation from perfumes. Where did it say that? Which would be a huge help to me because that is one of the big ones for me that sets my sinuses off big time. Where does it say it? Yeah, in the section where it's talking about what are allergens, under that section says, there are indoor allergens as well as outdoor allergens. Examples of indoor allergens include dust mites, molds, pet dander from from animals and birds, and pests. Examples of outdoor allergens are pollen, grass, wood dust, and mold. Other substances such as cigarette smoke, perfumes, and aerosol spray can be irritants and worsen allergy and sinus symptoms or can act as allergens themselves. Yeah, this helps flush all that stuff out. And with the salt water, it helps calm irritation down. So to me, pretty much sounds like a win-win. So alright, got the thing, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, where do I open it? Because the plastic ones came in a flimsy little box, and this is actually a pretty sturdy one, which I guess makes sense because it's porcelain, and if it's not sturdy, it's gonna break. But, now I noticed the little taggy thing on the top. Open carefully this side up, so, okay. Look how cute it is. And then, yeah. So, there it is, in all its odd glory. There's the neti pot itself. You fill the water over here. This is the end that goes in your nose. Magical. And these are little packets of pre-mixed stuff. I still have a shit ton left over from the plastic ones that didn't end up getting used. So, it's exactly the same stuff. So, I mean, if I run out of these, I have, like, probably about 100 of them left over from those, because those were like 50 in each box, and I think I only used each of those a couple times before I was like, yeah, this is not working for me, so worst case scenario, I'd repurpose it as a small indoor planter, I guess, or something, I don't know, but yeah, it's not a lose-lose, and at least it's a cute thing, and the shade of green it is reminds me of planters in my Nana's kitchen. I think that's why I went instantly to planter if this doesn't work for its intended purpose. But yeah, so got that from Walgreens. I almost said Walmart, but no, Walgreens. And I also got a few other things while I was at it, since I wanted free shipping. And yeah, so while I was at it, since I've been meaning to buy these anyway, Nature Made Vitamelt, Fast Dissolve, Hair, Skin, and Nails vitamins. It's vitamin C and biotin. This one's in strawberry lemonade flavor, which basically pink lemonade is how I read it. You know how pink lemonade smells like the powdered form of it? This tastes how that smells. Like if you're ever one of those kids who just for fun ate the powder to make pink lemonade, yeah, you'd probably be cool with this. If you hated that, then you'd probably hate these. But yeah, so I've been taking these for a few days. Who knows whether or not they will help anything. My sister suggested a while back that maybe I should be taking these, so just to give you an accurate description of them and let you see what they're like. Oops, pulled out too many. You take 2 at a time, not 3. Yeah, they're only this big, and you just let them dissolve on your tongue. They are actually, woo! They're really sour at first, but they're actually kind of like Pez, except you don't crunch that. Well, I suppose you could, but they're supposed to just let them melt. So I'm letting them melt. But, it's just really chalky, as you would imagine. I'm sorry, just the lemonade half of the flavor is really sour, but then the strawberry is really sweet, so it's like, oh my god. I'm glad I only have to take them once a day, but, yeah, I'm very glad that there are flavor options, because the other option was just generic berry, and I'd probably be throwing up right now if I got that one, so No, I'm good with this. There's other options. There's about a gazillion options for just pill-type vitamins that you swallow, but I have the hardest time on the planet swallowing pills, so figured I'll spare myself the trouble and not do that. There's the gummy vitamin version of them, but because I have virtually no good back teeth at the moment to chew on until I have dental work done, that's out too. Otherwise, that probably would have been my go-to choice for what I would have preferably done. Ooh, sour again. Sorry. That probably would have been my go-to, since I've done the gummy vitamin thing before and actually kind of enjoyed it. So that leaves these. So I was like, well, that works for me. There's no reason I can't do the fast dissolve Vitamilks. So that is a thing. Maybe I'll look into other Vitamilks for different stuff. But yeah, it's interesting looking at the supplement facts on it. Total carbohydrates. Like 1 gram. Vitamin C. 100% of your daily value, just from those 2 itty-bitty little pills. And then biotin. 833% of the daily recommended value. I am mildly concerned at that, but I don't know. Hopefully it won't, make me die from biotin overdose, if that's a thing. I don't imagine they'd be allowed to just sell it in Walmart, or I keep saying Walmart, Walgreens if it weren't safe, so whatever. So I got that. And then, because they were expired, well, one was expired, I got another medicated tangerine EOS. Even though I'm not that big a fan of it, I figure I should just have a good one on hand in case I get into a mood where I feel like using it. And then remember how I had a weird reaction to the lemon drop EOS to the point where I started wondering, did I even have a legit one, or maybe was it a fake? I have determined after buying this replacement, the other one was definitely a fake. Because this is actually quite nice, and I'm probably going to do a re-review of lemon drop because the other one evidently was a counterfeit that actually was from Walmart. This one's from Walgreens and it's legit, so. But yeah, huge difference in the appearance. Yeah, that is what it's supposed to look like. If you compare it to the other video, the other one didn't look right from the get-go. It smelled like black pepper of all things, and it made my lips chap and blister. It was like the closest thing to the things in the news about EOS that was in the news a while back. It was the closest reaction I ever had to that. And it turns out that was a counterfeit. I've had zero problem with this. And this actually just smells really nice. So, anyway. So I got that. And then, because they were basically the only EOS product I don't think I've tried yet, I got a couple of the different shave creams. They have 4 different ones, but I only bought 2. Mostly because I don't shave that often, admittedly, because I always wear pants. Nobody sees it, therefore it doesn't matter in my book. But I figured, for the sake of trying them out, what the hell. This one's Lavender Jasmine, which individually are 2 of my favorite scents in the world, so why the hell not? And it's purple. So, got that, and oh my goodness, it smells so freaking good. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, if you guys want, a proper review, I suppose I could make one, but yeah, I was actually amazed. I think the last time that I shaved my legs with actual shaving cream instead of just soap and water, I was probably 14 or 15. So, over half my lifetime ago. Yeah, and I apparently forgot how nice it is when you use shave cream. Funny thing, I actually kind of enjoyed the experience instead of actively hating every single moment of it like I usually do. So I may actually make a point of staying on top of that now that there is a more pleasant way of doing that. So one thing I did notice that's different between the 2 is that this one claims it brightens an even skin tone, and the other one claims 24 hours of deep moisture. So now I'm like, did the other 2 also have different things they do? Because if that's the case, maybe I should have all 4. Because I got the Lavender Jasmine one, and I haven't opened this yet, so I don't know how it smells, but this one's Vanilla Bliss. And then there's 2 others that exist that I don't have, that are Pomegranate Raspberry, and I think just generic Tropical. It's in a blue one. I actually didn't know that one existed till I spotted it on the EOS website, so that is apparently a thing. that if I see it, I'll grab it. If not, not the end of the world. But yeah, I was actually really surprised at how nice using this was, and I just like kept feeling my legs afterwards. I was like, oh my god, they feel like little baby dolphins. They're so smooth. Yeah, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so weird. They don't usually feel like that after using just soap and water. It makes that big of a difference. And I told it to my sister, she's like, yeah, that's kind of why that stuff exists. That's why people use it. I was like, I just thought it was a money grab. I didn't know that it was actually for any specific purpose. I thought it was just so you have something to lather up on your legs. I figured soap did the same friggin' thing, so I've just used soap most of my adult life, so yeah, that. But apparently, I'm a convert, and because it's EOS, it's all natural stuff, so the scent doesn't bother me in these like it does in so many of just the regular generic ones you see on store shelves, like the whatever brand it is that has Skintimates. Oh my god, that stuff gives me the worst headaches on the planet. It's what my sister uses, and I just, bleh, I hate that stuff. So, not a fan of those, but I am a fan of, ooh, I almost dropped them. I am a fan of these, or at least this one, because I've used it. I don't know what this one smells like yet, because it's still in the plastic, but yeah. And I do like that even on these, they have the little thumb indent things, just like on the little EOS's. I think that's adorable. So yeah, this is kind of like a little teeny tiny mini haul. I don't even know if it constitutes a real haul or not, but whatever. It is what it is. I figured I'd share with you guys anyway, just in case anybody is interested in watching or just was bored and wanted something to watch. So anyway, that's all I have to say here. So as usual, if you liked the video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. And until next time, bye!